Hidden in the mountains of northern Italy lies Damanhur. The history of this extraordinary community began in 1975 with a small group of 12 people. 35 years later, their plan to create a completely new society is recognized the world over. The community is known now as the Federation of Damanhur and includes small satellite villages. In the year 2005, Damanhur was recognized by the United Nations as a model of sustainable society. In 2010, the population of the Federation of Damanhur reached 1,000, with those of similar interests living together in small communities of 20 to 30 people.
Quello che io amo di più in Damanhur sono le persone. Damanhur è una comunità che è nata.
What I like most about Damanhur is the people. Damanhur is a community that was created in order to build really meaningful relationships between humans. It's a network of solidarity that allows one to express the best of oneself, to unfold and live out one's own talents, and that provides richness for others as well.
A Damanhur si vive per riuscire a dare qualcosa.
People come to Damanhur to give something, more to give than to ask for something. But in reality, in a natural way, you get more in return than you ask for. Above all, you get the brotherhood, which unites the people.
Io vivo in Dendera, questa comunità si occupa di rapporti.
I live in Dengara. This community deals with the exchange with other communities in the world. We accommodate a lot of people from various eco-villages, and together we explore their virtues. Now, for instance, we have built a straw bale house. This was the first experiment in Damanhur of that kind. We have a lot of houses in Damanhur that are built ecologically, but this kind of experiment is a first.
Noi a Damanhur abbiamo moltissime case costruite con la bioedilizia, ma non avevamo ancora questa sperimentazione così particolare.
In one of these communities, called Prima Stella, the focus is on farming. Another is Magila, where sustainable energy systems and practices are explored. A third village consists only of houses built above the ground in trees, a tree village where biofeedback with plants is explored. Sensors measure the electrical resistance between roots and leaves. The electrical signals are sent to a synthesizer and transformed into music. Research in the acoustic interactions between humans and plants, a form of communication, is a focus of this village. Anaconda Papaya is a teacher in Damanhur.
One of the distinguishing traits of our school is the travel aspect, because we believe that by moving physically, you also move inwardly. And therefore, since the children are very small, already from when they are 1-2 years old, we travel with the children in different environments Of course, as they grow older, they go more farther and farther. And this is very important because it has to do also with learning from experience rather than on books. It's experiential learning. So typically, every class of ours, we have several traveling projects every year based on the studies. So we go as far as the United States or Africa or different countries in Europe. And it's a very important part of our work.
Damanhur has its own constitution and its own currency as well, called the credito. Falco Alberto Airaudi is the founder of Damanhur. He speaks about the vision of Damanhur and about presenting a positive example for the world.
La visione di Damanhur rispetto al mondo di oggi è una visione che vuole essere ancora incantata.
The vision of Damanhur is a vision that wants to be infused with magic, although it is typical for these times to be completely disenchanted and without hope. But we want to hope. Today, many humans don't have dreams, and we want to take care that everybody has a dream. Existence without dreams doesn't make sense for us. If a person's focus is only on living, only on existing and nothing else, that's really a big defeat, a state without purpose. A stone could do that, but an individual, a human being, should have the ability to look into the future, to have dreams, hopes, and desires, and to bring them down to earth, make them real. This is our vision, and for us it is linked to the dreams of the world. In the ancient times they said, the world must be dreamed, because if it is not dreamed, it loses substance.
Come esempio, Damanhur vuole essere un esempio positivo perché agisce e deve dare.
Damanhur seeks to be a positive example. It is acting to give others the possibility of dreaming. We live in a difficult time. We, as well as others, are constantly challenged and treated in unfriendly ways, for example, by religious forces. I often feel that this is a great opportunity for building our strength. If we would have been ignored, we might have lost ourselves, because we might have rested on our success. When did humanity have a great success? When there has been pressure. Think about the big religious movements. They often originate from persecution. Think about how new social systems have come into existence. They often have their roots in revolution. We have the ability to change and to show others that it is possible to change. And although we are a small reality, we are able to accomplish things that even big nations have not accomplished. And if we can do it, then others can do it as well.
Sono nati anch'essi dalla rivoluzione, dal cambiamento, dalla trasformazione. Quindi, se lo facciamo noi, vuol dire che anche gli altri sono in grado di farlo.
Damanhur is internationally known for its temples of humankind. The temple complex is an underground work of art, built by the citizens of Damanhur and dedicated to universal spirituality, to the union between the human being and divine forces. Through varied artistic expressions, they tell the story of humanity from the beginning and into the future. Built completely by hand, the temple's rooms enclose thousands of cubic meters on different levels and are connected by miles of corridors. This location is one of the most important energy centers on our planet. Energy lines, called synchronic lines, are the energy rivers that link the Earth to the cosmos, transporting thought, dreams, and ideas. 4 of these synchronic lines meet in Damanhur. The temples of humankind symbolically represent the inner space of every human being and the profound journey of discovery to the inner self. This is the labyrinth, which is dedicated to the union and the harmony of all the divine forces of humanity, of all times and all peoples. Each window is dedicated to a god or a goddess. The history of humanity is depicted on the walls of the central naves, from a primordial time of unity with the earth and the cosmos, through dark ages of suffering and wars, to a possible future which is awakened and more balanced. The Hall of Water is dedicated to the goddess, the sacred feminine principle. The halls of the earth are linked to our planet and to the masculine principle. In the temples, everything can be read like a book. The images follow a precise code of form and proportion. Every color, every shape, every detail has significance. The Hall of Metals, linked to time, connects life and the beyond. The workshops of the artists who created the temples are located in Damanhur, Krea, a center for innovation, health, and research, which is open daily for visitors and the public. Every year, Damanhur attracts thousands of curious and interested visitors. They come to see the temples, which invite meditation, and to participate in numerous courses and events.